Hello everyone, this is Sawyer Studios, and you might notice that there's something different today. We're doing we're doing we're doing 1v1v1. Also, I got a haircut. I had a lot of hair. It was getting kind of hot and annoying to deal with, so I decided to cut it all off. And my hairdresser said that was the most amount of hair she's ever cut off a guy ever. I hold that record, I guess. So there's that. New haircut. New Who Would Win Wednesday. So let's get into it. Today we are looking at 3 different Jedi Starfighters that I own. Let's see who would win in this. So let's get into the sets. Alright, so we have 3 pretty nice Starfighters. These are actually some of my favorite Jedi Starfighters ever made. First of all, we have Saesee Jedi Starfighter, the newest version of Anakin Skywalker's Jedi Starfighter from the Clone Wars, and Koon's Jedi Starfighter. Let's get into each one of these individually. Each one has a droid. Anakin has R2-D2. I think that one's... oh gosh. Yeah. And there's 2 other droids that I do not remember their names. R5? Question mark. And, yeah. We're just gonna call him Greenie. Yeah, each of them have their respective astromech droids. R2 is the only droid that... astromech droid that really matters. In the first one, we have Saesee, who... very nice figure. We got him also in the T6 Jedi shuttle. Evan PL came in this set as well. I'm not quite sure why. There's nowhere for him to like go. There's no way for him to like fit in this set. I mean, it's the only time we ever got Evan PL, so very grateful that they put him in that set. I'll pull him out at the end. Over here we have Anakin Skywalker. It's a very nice face print with his little pilot comm thing that he has on his face. Pretty good. That's his angry face. So double-sided. So he goes in there. And then at last we have Jedi Master Plo Koon. This cockpit actually doesn't have a hinge or anything. It just clips on and clips off. So here's Plo Koon. His rubber molded head. His torso. It's okay. Minifig. They all come with their lightsabers. Some of them are placed in different places as others. There we go, and yeah, I guess let's get into each of the fighters. Saesee fighter, as you can see, has Republic Signia on the side. Very nice green, black, and white color scheme. I really like the look of this fighter, with some gold there in the center. You have 2 Flickfire missiles on the top, and I believe 2 more on the bottom. Yep, 2 more on the bottom. This is where his lightsaber is stored, that clip right there. Got some landing gear. 1 at the front, 2 in the back. The engines in the back look pretty good. Got some Republic sticker insignias on the side as well. If you look into the cockpit, see he has some pretty nice control panels. And then we also have this cool feature that if his fighter is blown up, I'm sorry, little Greenie, but you're gonna die. If his fighter blows up, Saesee can just eject himself. There we go. Saesee ejects his starfighter. Ejects from his starfighter, and now he's like, I guess, floating through space in this thing. So, I mean, he can use the Force. So there's that. This is the little, I guess, escape pod from his fighter that can just come off if he so chooses and leave his droid behind. The droid that I still do not know the name of, but it's fine. There you go. Anakin Starfighter. Let's see, what features do we have? Another Republic insignia, pretty nice color scheme, and pretty good design actually. I really like how all of this came together. Good design, sticker design back here. I like the engines in this one. I like the color scheme that they decided to go with. Underneath, you have his lightsaber right there, and only one front landing gear, and it's supposed to really just rest on this circular stud piece in the back. So there's that. We have 2 stud shooters in the front. Yay. And I feel like there's one more thing. Yep, that's the one more thing. You can see we have some more studs stored so you can fire them. Yeah, this this Starfighter doesn't have a lot for features. It's hard to put features on Starfighters. They're so small and simple. It's really limited to what you can do. I do know that it's kind of a new design for astromech unit in there. And we have Koon's Jedi Starfighter over here. His lightsaber, oddly enough, is kept on the side, on the dorsal side of it, not underneath Republic insignia again. He just has 2 actual guns up here in the front. I don't think he has, no flick-fire missiles whatsoever. 3 sets of landing gear, 1 up front, 2 in the back. Engines with nothing in them, so unlike Saesee's and Anakin's, there's no color there. Has a flap in the back, some nice sticker design. I do like the white and blue that they have for this Starfighter. Very nice. On the inside, he does have some control panel stuff in the front and on either side of him, so that's not something you see all the time. As you can see, this cockpit does not have a pivot point or anything to hold it into place. It just pops on and pops off. That's because of an iconic unrendered scene in Revenge of the Sith. When Plo Koon is getting shot down, he actually ejects his seat, and then they shoot him again. In the actual movie, in the final cut, they just shoot him down and that's it. But it was supposed to be that he had an ejection seat in his Starfighter, so that's exactly what they did. So if you press this Technic ball piece at the bottom, he flies up and away. As you can see, there's the simple mechanism, kind of just sits right on top of that. That's why there is no hinge piece for this, so you can pop right off with him. And he's all the way down here. Yeah, so he just simply goes back in there, sits right on top of that, like so. And there's that. First of all, here's FMPL from Saesee Jedi Starfighter. He has the short legs. I really like this figure. I just loved FMPL in the Clone Wars, in the few Clone Wars episodes we saw him in the Citadel. He's a really awesome Jedi, and I wish we saw more of him. There's his face. And here's his cool headpiece with ears, with this scar. I think that's just the coolest thing. Also, I'm sorry, I do have another Jedi Starfighter that I wanted to include in this, which is Obi-Wan's Episode 2 Jedi Starfighter. I already did a review of Friday Favorites on this, which was my, I think it was my Friday Favorite story behind the buy, I believe it was. And so, here it is. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. I'll put a link right up above. There's pretty much, not a lot. 2 stud shooters, cool sticker detail and decals on the back. Nice engine design, landing gear on the front, Technic pieces so that it can connect to the hyperspace ring, but that's not going to be in this Who Would Win. His lightsaber's right over there. Very nice design with everything. If you look on the inside, I'm not going to take out Obi-Wan, but you can see that there are controls. There he is. His droid is over here. This is what's unique about Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, is that his droid actually goes
in on the side. And I love this. I love the Starfighter because you can conceal the droid's body right there in the front of the ship, and the droid's head sits here as if it's in that part of the ship, and you can swivel its head 360 degrees.
So, who would win? Well, first of all, FMPL, I mean, this is going to be a space battle, obviously, so he really can't do anything. He's not going to pull a Princess Leia and fly through space. So, sorry, I think he's just going to be out of the picture. In regards to these 4 starfighters, if we're talking about 1v1v1v1, Anakin is obviously a really awesome pilot. He's a really good pilot. There's no doubt about it. Like, he could probably fly circles around all 3 of these guys. Obi-Wan hates flying. Now, if we were going off of the sets, though, like purely the sets, regardless of the fact that Saesee and Plo Koon, all of these 4 Jedi were on the Jedi Council. All of them, except for Anakin, technically, were masters and, are really good in the Force. So there's no doubt about that. But Starfighter-wise, well, I guess astromech-wise, first, R2-D2 is the most resourceful. I think we can all agree on that. So he probably could help out Anakin the most. But Starfighter-wise, first of all, Plo Koon's lightsaber is like on the side of his ship. I still don't know what's up with that. I don't know why LEGO decided to do that. But yeah, that's probably going to be easily lost. Now, Plo Koon does have the ejection seat button option. So if they were to get into an atmospheric condition, that would be helpful. However, if this was in space, really isn't helpful at all. Anakin doesn't have anything other than he has like storage for stud shooters, and he has 2 stud shooters. Now Plo Koon has guns, and they're not stud shooters or flick-fire missiles. So these are here to stay. So he has guns no matter what. Anakin can shoot these 2 studs, which for some reason I still feel like that would work somehow. Like he'd figure out a way. Saesee has 4 flick-fire missiles, so he has missiles. Once he fires them, they're kind of gone. But he does have the cool escape pod feature, which could help. I feel like he could do some sneaky stuff where like he could fly the Starfighter or try to fly it into another and then eject at the last minute and sort of kamikaze his droid. But I feel like he has some options. Obi-Wan, he has 2 stud shooter guns in the front just like Anakin's, and that's really it. Other than the fact that out of all these Starfighters, Obi-Wan Starfighter is definitely the most I'd say it's between Obi-Wan and Saesee Tin's beefiness-wise. I really want to go with Obi-Wan's. I feel like this one's just slightly more beefy than Saesee Tin's, so durability-wise, it probably has that. If I were to say who would win, I think Plo Koon has the worst chance just because of this Starfighter design. However, he does have 2 permanent guns in front. This feature just doesn't make any sense, and yeah, I think that his Starfighter is probably the weakest one. That's okay, this one was made first, so it's okay. Next, who would I say next? I would probably say Obi-Wan next. This is because Obi-Wan hates flying. He's not the best pilot, and he knows it. It's okay. And so he is clever. He has pulled some fast ones out. Before, like how he avoided Jango Fett in episode 2. So there's that. But yeah, now it's really between Anakin and Saesee Tiin. I have a feeling of Anakin for fighting all 3 of these guys. He probably would be going at all of them. Plo Koon and Saesee Tiin. Well, Anakin and Obi-Wan could potentially team up. Plo Koon and Saesee Tiin could potentially team up, but those are hypotheticals. If it was between these 2 Starfighters, I feel like Saesee Tiin with the 4 flick-fire missiles just might be able to outsmart Anakin. Anakin's a good pilot. Like, I give you that. He's strong in the Force, but he's not perfect. As you can see, he sometimes gets cocky, especially duel on Mustafar with Obi-Wan, and he lost. So I feel like Saesee Tiin is a pretty level-headed dude. I think he could probably take out Anakin with these specific features that LEGO has given his Starfighter versus the features that Anakin has. I think Saesee's Jedi Starfighter would be the winner for this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. These are all the Starfighters I have. I am planning on hopefully getting Mace Windu's Starfighter eventually, Ahsoka Tano's Starfighter, even though I really don't need another Ahsoka Tano, but at least a Clone Wars Padawan version of Ahsoka Tano. But that's okay. So, yeah, please like, comment, subscribe on this video. Please share this with your friends. Please click that bell icon if you haven't already so you can get notifications on when I'm posting new content. Alright everyone, this is Sora Studios, and I'll see you all in the next video.